So day 2 of Grounded, it's a little early. I don't actually have to deal with that. Let's hope I can find enough materials today to get a shield to deal with spiders and grub armor. Or ant armor. Ant armor would work. So my first real task is to get this water notification off my screen, and I'm probably going to look for grubs or larvae. Mostly get that quest out of the way. Because I stumbled into these weevils, I can now make a shield relatively quickly, and with that I can now defend against spiders and some more nasty insects. I hear another grub. There it is. So while it's still early in the day, I'm going to look for some extra food that's not cooked meat, because that is currently my potions. I decided to settle on acorns, mainly because there's grubs in the area as well as ants. I honestly don't know what's the best step from here. I do believe ant armor should be at least on the table. Definitely knows where I don't want to go. If you haven't played Grounded before, that has 2 very large nasty spiders inside of it. Thankfully they do sleep during the day, and for the first, I think it's 2 days, they're supposed to stay permanently asleep. I think that's how that works. I could be wrong. I'm just gonna grab some nearby clay that I know of, and then we can move on with the rest of our day. Unfortunately, the gnats have not come back yet. I'm gonna quickly make a workbench here so I don't have to run home to make my shield. And now that I have little defense, I should be able to start attacking some stronger bugs. When I get the parts from them, I should be able to very easily push through this game. I still don't know whether or not I'm going to make this an entire series, or just a little snippet and preview, and then do a review on Grounded. Personally, I do enjoy this game quite a bit. It has quite a bit of versatility, a really nice balance for what it actually is trying to portray, and an interesting, to say the least, story. And now to my frantic looking for larvae to try and get acid glands, even though I should have just called it a long time ago. Currently looking around for a larva. Hopefully I can get a skull. That's a spider. So this is a very nice mechanic from Grounded. It shows you their weaknesses and resistances if you can actually get a spot. The standard key is the X key and then the E key once you see the question marks. Unfortunately, you can only do it once, and if you're very lucky, you get a gold one, which is just a collectible as far as I am aware. I know there are larvas in this area. In a previous save, I have actually come here and gotten killed by 3 of them. I am right near a cave that I could explore that would be a lot of them, but I don't think I can easily take down about 7 or 8 of them all at once, not with the way I currently am. Yeah, let's try and prod for a single. That's a stink bug. So, in the end, I don't know if I got good RNG or bad RNG in these first few days, because I didn't really die too much. But I didn't find what I was looking for, which is a few solo larvae. And that's going to set me back for ant armor quite a bit until I can manage to get some acid glands. Last time I was here, I got bombed out by 3 larvae. The larva cave. Could be a larva around here. Should be doesn't mean there is going to be, and I spent way too long today to do this. I need to start working on some other projects as much as I would love an acid gland. So I'm heading home to finish the spinning wheel and see what armor I can make. Thankfully, it's going to help speed things up a little bit when I hit the silk stage that I do have this spinning wheel already made. Now that I am in 2/3 grub, I should be able to at least tank a hit. I do need more grub hide for 3 out of 3 grub, as well as I need to make full ant. But that's a journey for tomorrow, because I still need that acid gland. This is actually a spawn point for 2 grubs, that's why I keep checking it. I did not hear anything currently, so I'm just going to move on. This is another set of spawn points. I'm just going to quickly run around and check a few more different locations to see if there are any extra grubs. Because I haven't found any grubs, I decide to quickly go check the forest to see if any of them have wandered off that direction.
Watch where you stick that nose, Beeple.
No grubs and no larvae mean this is probably a very bad RNG run if I was to speedrun this. But I'm not exactly speedrunning this, I just don't want to spend too long in Tier 1 when Orb Weavers are legitimately a pain to deal with.
Take a look at the one found. I know the picky here, but still.
Now that I have way overcommitted to this larva instead of just running down to the hedge, I'm probably going to try and get a couple of extra spots here and there just to make my life easier later. But for now, it's mostly just getting through this day. This is why I say orb weavers are a pain. Damn thing came out of pretty much nowhere. This is a small one, so it can poison me. And did you notice how much energy that took off of just a block? Why they're a pain? Reason 2. They attract others. So if there's any other in the area, you better be ready to fight it. Or kite it away so that you don't have to. I tried the latter. Thankfully it does work for what I do need it to, but this is going to get messy and quick. So with this poison, I should have just backed off and let it come to me again. I know I'm not at the edge of its aggro range, but because I made that mistake,
Oh, I'm stuck in this web.
thankfully I can get them both to the same side of me and stand a small chance. But this is not going to end in my favor in the slightest. With the baby dead, I do have a very, very small chance of doing this perfectly. And we all kind of know how that's going to turn out, given I am rather bad. Now I have to go pick up my stuff. Thankfully the baby is still dead, so it does reward me with a very few amount of spider parts. If my RNG is on point, at least. Every time I die, it will take me a little bit to get my stuff back, but thankfully in this mode, you don't lose everything. I don't know if there's a cruel enough thing that does, but I at least keep what is equipped on me and in my hands.
That is more lipstick. A hot glass. Whew, looks like it's all still here.
Now that I've died, realized I have wasted about 75% of this day, and still want to make sort of progress. I'm going to go do the quest that it's asked me at the beginning, where I have to go put a beacon on top of this light. And in usual fashion with myself, no, I ended up forgetting some of the pieces to it. So after this is done, I really should stay up here and just kind of kill time for the gnats to come by, but that would be about an hour, 2 hours in game time, and genuinely I can always just go back to the place where I originally got them the next day, and hopefully they have respawned by then. Right now I'm looking over the things I still need to make. Number one on my list is a canteen, so I can start carrying around water so I don't have to worry about it as much. So at this point, I still think I'm going to be staying for the night for the gnats. In reality, I have not. And this marking of orange and food means conditional food in my personal markings book. So right now I'm just going to quickly go over some of the supplies I need for ant. But again, I'm still missing that acid gland, and that is really setting me back. This has been my recording of the second day of Grounded. I didn't end up doing a whole lot today, but day 3 I should have quite a big plan set in motion.